Hello and welcome back, I'm Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our Brandenburg into Prussia campaign in Europa Universalis 4, Rights of Man. Alright, so we can totally become the defender here. It says Brandenburg may get a crossing penalty, except not really, because there's a fort there. So that tooltip is kind of misleading as well. Look at this, -2 versus a 7. And we didn't have any damaged stacks, so our center army is actually proper, it looks like. Great example here again, where we can actually go after Austria and be the defender. Now, are we crossing a river? It's not showing that there's one there. It actually, well, it depends on the direction he came from. I think depending on where he came from determines the river crossing. I think we looked into that before. So he takes the -1 for the terrain. He rolled a 9, which is pretty good for him, but now he's got a 2 versus our 8. And that's quite a bit of reinforcement coming in. 6 versus a 5. There's the Platinet's army reinforcing. Looks like we're going to get routed here. Alright, let's head home. Lost 8,000 men, didn't kill quite as many. We were the defender. Pretty painful. It looks to me like we're going to need to reinforce a bit before trying to dive in and attack him again. We could take the tech. Is Austria on tech 7? He is. That's probably a big part of why that went so that poorly. Well, I really don't want to pay this 30% ahead of time penalty, but I kind of do think we need to get this tech. So our options then would be to either take out loans, 195 ducats, we only have 4. We could take out 3 loans, and that would be 180, so it's 4 loans, 0.4% inflation, plus we'd have to pay the loans back, but we could do that and then embrace the Renaissance, take the tech for a good price. I think the most prudent choice, though, for the moment would be to not do that until we're actually ready for like another big fight with Austria. There's a chance, every month that goes by, it's going to reduce the cost for us of buying it because we're getting this spread rate. 60%. Can it spread while it's occupied, I wonder? Occupied and under siege both reduce it, but they don't actually stop it. So it is still spreading. Yep, our best spread is this 0.79. Because we got both modifiers. We got the adjacent and the nearby friendly. Because we're next to Bohemia and he has it. So, alright, let's not consolidate because we want to reinforce as fast as possible here. We'll back off behind the fort and hope that he actually has to, honor the defensive nonsense of it. We shall see. I have a feeling he's not going to really pay much attention to it. So we were already forced to take out another loan. I wonder if they've changed Scorched Earth at all. Still 5 monarch points, 5 military points. Max modifier, local defensiveness. Institution spread. See, that's different. That wasn't in there before, obviously. -50% institution spread for 5 years. And a -50% supply limit penalty, although that is still additive with all other supply limit multipliers. So, kinda not that great. Well, looks like we might actually borrow some manpower from the nobility soon. Come at me, guys. Let's do this. You know that pop-up that happens at the end of wars now? It'd be kind of cool if you could actually see that before the war ended. So because he called in Austria, he's feeling mighty confident now. He's got more infantry, they've got more cav. Austria is the one that's like bringing all of that to the party. 14,000 for Austria. And it's buying them time to recover. We should be trying to fight Austria over here again. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and do it then. We're back up to nearly full strength. Let's go over to Altmark. And I want to try to get to Hessen before he ends his thing. And we want to be the guy that... We want to have this technology. So... Hopefully I'm right, and there's not going to be a huge issue with just taking out loans to embrace this. It's going to cost us a bit of money. Okay, 219 ducats. Now, don't tell me some nonsense. Oh, you can't embrace it because you got loans. No. 196 ducats. So it's another gold sink. There goes our tech penalty. Bam, done. We've embraced the Renaissance. Build cost goes down, and global development cost goes down, and now we can tech up for just 501 military points. Not bad at all. We've got our increased military efforts modifier. Someone else in the neighborhood already has it. Scientific revolution is great. That was from innovative. Very, very powerful. Love that institution spread. Let's go ahead and take the limber. Don't really want to build any cannons yet. Can't afford them, especially with debt. But now we have equivalent tech to Austria, and he's only got a 1-1 leader. Now we just have to get in there, be the defender. And again, it's going to show that we may get a crossing penalty, but clearly that's not true. We'll be there in the second, so we get one more recovery tick. Nice. Pretty much every army is at full strength. And we'll see. Rolled a 10 to a 6. Being the defender and having this narrow combat width helps out tremendously. We're still losing, unfortunately, because they got more troops and we I don't know, apparently just didn't roll super well. 7,500 and we lost 9,300. Of course, our troops were a lot cheaper, so we didn't lose any cav. We have tons of manpower to keep throwing at it, but turns out that Austria was not ready to give up most of their army. We have positive 19 war score, almost all of which comes from the ticking war score, Koblenz. They may take it soon. Need to recover a bit. That's 16k, moving in to be the defender. Nice. -2 for Karl Wilhelm, so he's not very good. He's a 0-1 effectively versus Albrecht here, who's also pretty crap, a 1-0. So this will just strictly come down to rolls, it looks like. Ooh, wow. Double 9s. We still lost, somehow. The plight of Sternberg. All of Brandenburg suffers in war, but those provinces which lie in the path of the enemy suffer worst. What appears to a soldier or commander as a convenient source of supplies is often all the common people have. The outskirts of Sternberg have been plundered in this war to the point of starvation. They are now reaching out to the government to aid them in recovering, lest the suffering of Brandenburg drag on for years past the eventual peace. Sorry. No. I gotta admit, I am surprised at how many loans we're being forced to take out here. We have 6 loans, 360 ducats for a war that's not even mine. This is the war goal, so clearly we should go for that one. Can we avoid marching through that province, please? I mean, Austria's army is smaller now, but this is a more pressing target, and they got it. Okay, I'm gonna go for one more recovery tick. Brunswick will cede Brunswick and hand over to Saxony. Brunswick will be forced to give Saxony 10% of their income. Okay, so, hey you, also still not willing to do unlawful territory. Kinda not surprised. I don't think we've actually had anybody who's willing to do it yet. They're completely uninterested in it. Power of our alliance. Who are you allied to, Saxony? This is why we need to get allied to France. They'll scare the pants off them. Bohemia's just rivaled us. Obviously, these guys are going to reinforce, and we're going to lose this fight, I think. I'm going to go ahead and just pull these weaker stacks off, because I just don't trust the game to actually deploy properly. 24 combat width, and fighting in the woods. He's going to reduce this from 24 down to 19, so we'll end up getting flanked if they do reinforce. And here they come. Roll 7 versus his 2. Nine versus a 2 is very good. 7 versus a 2. Lots of 2s on their side. We're taking some serious hits. We're also killing a lot of units. But they're still just going to win because they've got way more bodies, you know? 6,000, we killed a little bit over 7,000. That is a long-term thing that's just not going to work out for us. Emperor Frederick III is now fertile. Chance of new heir plus 50%. Alright, I guess that's good. It's kind of frustrating. I feel like impotent here. I've got all of this manpower, and I can't seem to win this war. The nation of Liège is requesting you come to their aid in the French conquest of Liège against France. They are part of the Empire. We are the Emperor. France is allied to Scotland, Brittany, and Castile, the Papal State, and Utrecht. We would be co-belligerent, and we will be able to call our allies. Unfortunately, our allies are in this war already. That's why we're involved in this. So, our allies... Not to mention, we only have 4 out of 5 at the moment. I wonder if I can pick up an alliance before I do this. Probably not. Everyone's gonna be, oh, friend, you're at war. Right? Let's see. How awesome would it be if we could be we're co-belligerent, right? So we get to call in our allies before the other guys. If we could get an alliance with France, like with Castile, before France can call him in, we could turn him against him. You could definitely do it with the Papal State right now, I think. Unless the Papal State immediately is going to join the war. Okay, he has not called in the Papal State yet. All my aggressive expansion, I think, is just blocking us from being able to do it right now. Get a quick alliance with Switzerland. Get a diplomat available. And Bavaria. I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to try to pick up a few more allies here. We'll go over the relationship limit. I want to put France in their place. If they're going to try to attack the Empire, that is just downright unacceptable. Alright, so we picked Switzerland over Bavaria. I didn't actually look to see. And Liège is fighting just France and Castile. So he did call in Castile. That makes it significantly harder. Of course, we'll be able to pull in Poland. Okay. I could call Saxony. I could ally Saxony if we had positive opinion of them. Running kind of low on options here. Alright, so we're 7 out of 5. We've got 7 alliances. We accept the call. Co-belligerent against France. My Emperor, the military leaders of France have declared us co-belligerent in their war. We are now free to call on our own allies. Poland will say yes. Switzerland says yes. Lubeck. Did you guys maybe not realize what you were signing up for? Beyond that, we had 7 allies, though. So we got Brandenburg, that's me. We called in Cologne, Poland and Lithuania, Lubeck, Switzerland, the Papal State. Who did we miss? Was it Trier and Mainz? Yeah. Hey, Trier. Okay, so it's not on the list because they wouldn't accept right now. We could take on their debt. Well, that's not true. We're not a world power. Great power, not yet. Okay. Well, we'll see here. France has we have more on our side, but it is France and Castile. Hopefully the swarm will do a good job. But we got to turn one of these wars around here. We have negative 41 war score now because they've occupied a lot of provinces. Austria's been a jerk. Aragon's just given us 95 gold. Cool. Out of curiosity, we can't actually, like, make new alliances, right? No. Not while we're at war as a co-belligerent, looks like. Alright. We can smash the, some of these smaller armies. Hopefully before France gets too close to us. Good thing is that with the French War, I only have 14,000 of this 85. So that means 70,000 and all of the cav are going to be autonomous and hopefully do a good job. So it's about equal, minus the cav situation. We could go straight to the war goal. Now, let's see. This is actually something I'm not sure about. It's occupied by the Palatinate. Does that mean that they get the defender's bonus? Or do we? Because it's owned by him. Okay, well that answers the question right there. Trier is the aggressor against the Palatinate in their own land. He's not rolling too well. Wait, no, he's rolling well. That's right. This guy's the defender, so he's rolling very well. Palatinate conquest of Koblenz. Okay, defeat. Hess is pieced out. 86,000 defender casualties. That's how much we've suffered so far. Is there no way to just see that summary beforehand? That would be very convenient and interesting, I think. To see how it's going while it's happening and not just at the end. Now, France comes for me, that 24 stack. I'm going to be obviously in a bad spot. We'll see. Yeah, he's coming for me. With his 24 stack. Please tell me he's on Tech 6. Of course he's not. Why would he be on Tech 6? We're not wide enough, so I think that we don't want to consolidate. I think we want to be as wide as possible. Oh my god, are you kidding? How in the frick does France get to be considered the defender? That makes zero sense. What a bunch of horse shit right there. Okay, so note to self and note to anyone else. If you are sieging any hostile province at all, then any other country is going to be the defender, apparently. Even though I'm sieging something in a completely unrelated war, I'm just in a province, behind a river, right? Or maybe not behind the river, I'm not sure. But I'm just in this province, and yet France has no relationship to the Palatinate at all. They're not involved at all. And yet, I'm the aggressor. Okay. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, yeah. I should have known. I'm gonna hold my tongue here because I'm not gonna say good things if I don't. Oh, that's such nonsense, though. That is stupid. Did no one think that maybe they should, think about it for a second before implementing like some of these things? Like, hey, maybe we shouldn't, make some stupid bullshit happen. Maybe. Because maybe bullshit shouldn't be in the game. Nah, let's throw it in. It's fine. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. All right. It's fine. It's fine. So we could be the defender and George was here. We go there now. Well, it's not true. There will be a battle, but we won't be the defender. It's just going to take a little bit of adjustment, that's all. All right, if he wants to go there, I would like to engage him in Stettin. I mean, there's so many different fights that we need to take. It certainly does change the way that the game plays out. That is for sure. Okay, so we're losing so far. Numbers are looking good. All these little one province, like tiny little guys, should be training some more men. So we should be seeing quite a few coming in from like Cologne and Switzerland. Like they don't sit at their force limit all the time. They usually just wait until they're at war and then they militarize a bit. So our other two allies were Mainz and the other guy. And he won't just because he's got occupied and besieged provinces because he's being attacked by Bavaria. Now Mainz likes me a ton. What if we try to enforce peace? He's going to say no. His desire for peace is nothing. We cannot enforce peace on a defender in a war, and Mainz was the aggressor in the war. Mainz, you attacked Bavaria? Dude, you are crazy. Little crazy bastard. Hey, it's the Pomeranian separatists. Well, hopefully one of our many allies in this war will come and help us out with that. You gotta be so careful with where you march now. We'll take the prestige for the morale of armies, I think. And of course, these guys, they have 2 cannons. Mind you, let's just take a look at the world as a whole has 2 whole cannons, and these rebels just spawned with 2. Because, they've got lots of money. Okay, it's a bad province to go to. I'm not really sure how we're going to win this war, honestly. Either of these wars, actually. I think what's going to end up happening is that we're probably going to see the Palatinate peace out Trier soon, possibly forcing him to like annul treaties with me or something. Which doesn't really matter, because Trier's not going to help out with the war with France. As soon as he gets down to low enthusiasm, he'll just be looking for peace. Which is going to happen pretty soon, after the battles are over. So I think for now, we got to take care of this. Good lord. Just throwing their men away. Cologne will cede Cassel to Wurzburg. Mines will be forced to give 10% of income in war reps. Mines will pay 50 ducats to Wurzburg. Okay, Mines, you're done. Time for you to join this war then. How dare you march around me? So if you're going to Greifswald, are you coming to Berlin? Going to Stettin. Okay, well, we can be the defender there, and he did cross the river to get there. We do have more maneuver than him, so this actually works out pretty well. Hey, Castile, how's it going? Alright, cool. I'm gonna take a break here. I'll be back in the next episode, though, so thank you for watching. Since we've embraced the thing, we should be seeing this thing spread, like, super fast, right? 2.73% per month. Yeah, big part owner has embraced the Renaissance, so as soon as we've done that, it's spreading everywhere. It being everywhere doesn't really help us. Actually, it's just gonna allow it to spread to other countries. So we paid the early adopter price in order to try to beat somebody that we're probably not gonna be able to beat. We'll see. Alright, I'll see you again in the next episode, though. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you soon.